Mercury returns to Aquarius on the 14th with a completely new angle of perception, which means it's back to the drawing board for us. February has been a weirdly quiet month astrologically, but this week things heat up a little bit more. So last week, you'll notice I didn't have any news to report. However, I did reach 1K here on YouTube. So I released a special video for you all on the angles of the chart. I hope you had a chance to check it out and enjoy it. But today we're going to review a little bit about Mercury's return to Aquarius. So this is happening on Valentine's Day on February 14th. I'm a huge fan of Mercury in Aquarius. I find that it is a brilliant time for brainstorming. Mercury is, of course, very comfortable in the air element. So you put Mercury in any air sign, we're gonna have a good time. Mercury brings its versatile, inventive, brilliant wittiness to the table in focused, collected Aquarius. So we're here to really sit with the problem, or the equation rather, that we've been in process with for some time. So when Mercury first entered the retrograde shadow, that would have been around the end of December, there was a development taking place hot out of eclipse season where something new had come to light, and that story in our personal lives became the focus of the Mercury retrograde journey. So Mercury stationed retrograded initially in Aquarius. You can go back and check out that video for context. And it retrograded into Capricorn and hung out with Pluto for 2 solid weeks. So as Mercury re-enters Aquarius on the 14th, we are getting away from Pluto. We're getting away from that fixation on whatever the issue was. And now we can start to kind of innovate and figure out how to start to move forward, because Mercury holding that conjunction with Pluto forced us to see some things, forced us to reconcile with some definite truths that aren't budging or aren't anytime soon. So there was something really important for us to behold and to spend time with. Mercury in Capricorn was an invitation to face the facts. And with Pluto, it was you really need to see this. This is really important. So now that Mercury is re-entering Aquarius, we can start to have some fun again. We can start to brainstorm. We can start to innovate. Mercury in Aquarius is really great for having a soundboard, being able to bounce ideas off of friends, being able to kind of be in that group think tank kind of synergy environment where you're kind of just bouncing off of one another and feeding off of one another's ideas, building upon them. And Mercury in Aquarius can be very inventive, but it is not irrational. Aquarius is actually a very pragmatic sign. So a lot of people think that Aquarius is this free-spirited, age of Aquarius thing, and it's really not. Aquarius is they take their time. Aquarius really takes their time arriving at a perspective, arriving at a conclusion. And once they're slow to change their mind. So once they have a grip on something, it takes a lot to make it budge. So Mercury in Aquarius is kind of slowly trying to innovate, slowly trying to rework the plan. Slowly and with a lot of focus and dedication, focusing on this equation until we find a brilliant answer that we feel really soundly with. So Mercury in Aquarius, we're still kind of working with the same equation, but we have a whole different perspective on it. We've been around the block. We have a whole different angle on it. And the part that we can really, really look forward to is when Mercury is going to conjoin Saturn. That is actually going to be on the 2nd of March. And that will be a time when we feel really complete. We feel really certain with this process that we've been in at that point for 3 months. So there's something really huge that also Venus retrograde has tied into it with that Pluto story. There's something that we've been in deep process with trying to figure out for the last 3 months. Once we've reached that conjunction with Saturn, we're going to feel very, very confident about where we stand. So that's a little bit about Mercury in Aquarius. Really great for dreaming up new solutions and loopholes and ways that we can work smarter, not harder. So I hope it's good for you. And that was your Mercury in Aquarius astrology shot of the day. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can also check out my website, catherineurban.com, where you can book your year ahead reading and we can see what 2022 has in store for you. Bye.